Hey there, hope you're doing well. I wanted to talk to you today about journaling, and I posted something on Instagram earlier that I'm going to share here, and it's going to be 3 journaling prompts that you can use. If you have never journaled before, journaling prompts are a great way to get you started, because sometimes you just open the journal and you're like, okay, well, what do I write? What am I writing about? Am I just dumping my thoughts out? Should I be planning? What should I be doing? Right? So I'm going to give you 3 prompts, and I want to give you some context. So you know how on social media you'll see these videos and it will be a woman who she got invited to a restaurant by her boyfriend and he's going to propose and she has no idea, and she walks in and she has all these family and friends there, or he has all these balloons and rose petals and she's just like, and it was such a beautiful surprise, and you can see she wasn't expecting it, and she's soaking in the moment and she's enjoying the moment, right? A lot of women approach their vision board the same way. So it's like maybe that woman at some point she would have had a thought that, oh, it would be so romantic if he did X, Y, and Z, and then he actually did it, right? But a lot of us actually live our lives that way. What I'm saying is that we will wait for something outside of us or someone outside of us to create something beautiful for us. And of course, it's a beautiful thing to be celebrated. Of course, it's a beautiful thing to be surprised. But you can also create the life that you want to live. And it doesn't have to be over the top every single day. It could be those tiny little things that make you happy, those tiny little things that add fuel to your day, those tiny little things that make you feel affirmed, that make you feel safe, that make you feel loved, right? Those tiny little things need to be a part of your life. And if you will ask most women, it is not the over the top things that happen in their lives that make them happiest. It's the tiny little things, the tiny little everyday things, the everyday moments that don't really seem special, but actually matter a lot in the long run. Right? So I just want to let you know that some of the best things that will happen in your life won't be surprises. They will be things that you actually choose, that you actually invite into your life. So you don't have to wait for your life to get good. You can decide when it gets good, and that day can be today. But what does good look like, right? You might say, I want to have peace, or I want to be in a better position with my finances, or I want to have better relationships, or I want to be a better mom. I want to be a better employee. Okay, that's great, but what does that look like? What does that actually look like? What does that actually feel like for you? All right, so we're gonna look at these 3 questions. You can write these down, put them in your journal, and I would love for you to come back and comment on this video and let me know. You don't have to let me know exactly what you wrote, but let me know what was an aha moment that you had. Something is gonna click inside of you, whether it's in your mind, whether it's in your heart, whether it's actually gonna even unlock a strategy that you can use going forward. Something's gonna click inside of you, and I would love for you to come back and let me know. So the first question is, what is my dream? As it relates to that one thing that you're thinking about, or it may be 3 things. You might have 3 top things that you're trying to work on in the coming year or towards the rest of this year. It could be your relationships, your finances, your health, your fitness. For me, fitness is a big thing that I'll be working on going into the holidays and going into next year. So what is your dream? Write that down, what your dream is. And then the second thing, you're going to ask yourself, am I acting on it or am I waiting on it? And be honest, am I acting on it? So acting on it means that you are taking daily, if not weekly, activities and prioritizing them towards that goal, right? So let's say you are working on being a better mom. You come home from work and you're really tired, and you find that you're not spending as much time with your children as you want, and you really want to be a better mom, but you don't know how. So you're in your heart, you're like, I want to be a better mom, but you're not taking action yet. Or you could be coming home from work, and before you get into cooking and doing all the things that you have to do, you take a little bit of time and you pull your child or your children aside and you have some quiet time with them. You may play or sing a song or talk about your day or whatever it may be. So you're actually doing something, right? So that's question number 2. Am I acting on it or am I waiting on it? And then question number 3 is, what is in my power to do today towards this dream that I have for my finances, for my relationship? Let's use a financial example. So let's say you work in one place and you usually go to the mall and you sit in the mall at lunchtime because you don't want to sit in the office. So you sit in the mall. You're not an outside person. So you go sit on one of the benches. And because you're in the mall, you end up shopping. And you know that because you're in the mall, you're going to end up shopping, but you go to the mall anyway, right? And then you're constantly tempted about shopping and spending more money. Whereas if you didn't go to the mall, you wouldn't have that temptation, right? So it's about analyzing and looking at your life and recognizing that you hold a lot more power than you give yourself credit for. All right? So those 3 questions. What is my dream? Am I acting on it or am I waiting on it? And then the third question is, what is in my power to do today that's going to get me closer to that dream? I would love to hear back from you. I hope this helps. Blessings on your journey, and I will talk to you very soon. Bye.